Hello everyone, this is Christy Mathews. I'm your Provost and Executive Vice President here at Middle State College, and I'm excited to talk with you today about our new campus plan. The President's Cabinet has come together and built a very sound and exciting plan to rebuild our campus, some of our infrastructure, our funding, and support students to be successful and build a marvelous experience for teaching and learning at Middle State College. So as Provost and Executive Vice President, I'm going to talk with you today about teaching and learning initiatives. I'm also going to talk specifically about our faculty and how we're supporting faculty and investing in the future of our faculty here at Middle State. I also want to talk about enrollment numbers and recruitment and retention strategies, so how we can serve students in those ways and build our college through retention and recruitment. And finally, I want to talk about our communications plan and how we're working with our campus partners, or envision working with our campus partners and students to get through this bump in the road, if you will, as we're challenged with our funding sources and our infrastructure challenges on campus today. So first, I'm going to talk a little bit about enrollment and retention. Enrollment and retention is under my purview here at Middle State College. And I have built a plan focused specifically on increasing our enrollment in both in and out-of-state students. We have a pretty aggressive plan. As you all know, our enrollment has dipped by a whopping 15%, and we need to recover that enrollment. So it will take us some time. It's our hope that within 5 years we can recover and begin to exceed that 15%, but it's going to take us some time to determine how quickly we can recover that dip in enrollment. So our first year, we are intending to recruit an additional 2% of in-state students and a 1% increase in our out-of-state students to Middle State College. We know that's a significant goal, and we'll be working closely with admissions and our external relations folks to build our materials and supports and messaging for those students. We also are specifically going to focus on some retention strategies and graduation rates with our Hispanic student population in mind. Again, as many of you know, the number of Hispanic students that we're serving today has dropped, and we would like to see that number increase again by 10% over the next 10 years. So that's a long-term goal. I think we may be able to make some strides working with student affairs in some specific retention and support strategies that you'll hear Kim talk about. But we have a long-term goal of, by 2025, bringing that graduation and retention rates up for our Hispanic students population to match the rest of our student population. So we feel like we should see no difference or only a positive difference as an Hispanic serving institution for that population that we serve here at Middle State. So we have a significant goal there. We also will be implementing a significant assessment each year so that we can be looking at these goals. So we'll be tracking our numbers, tracking student success, and the programs and resources that we're utilizing to build these numbers, to determine which ones are actually working and helping our students and which ones we should continue to utilize, and if there are others that we need to pursue or some that we actually need to let go of and look at some efficiencies so that we can extend the dollars that we do have here at the institution. We will continue to work on our marketing materials and working with external relations, as I mentioned. That will be a close partnership. We want to ensure ease of access to all students. So that will be a focus for our marketing materials, all our application materials and process. We want to make sure that the institution is accessible for every high school student who may be interested in taking a look at us. We also want to look at our upper class students and how are we serving those students or potential students, and make sure that we're serving the needs of the diverse range of students who would like to attend MSC. And then additionally, we want to focus our marketing and really the core values of the institution on recruiting our students and helping them to understand our story, the institutional story, and make early connections to the university. So you'll see that reflected in some of the other presentations today. And specifically, we want to utilize stories, personal connections through our alumni, through our faculty and our staff, through our larger community here at Middle State. We really see the assets of the larger community as being a reason that students would like to attend here, and we're excited to share those stories in our recruitment materials. So those are some exciting initiatives. In terms of faculty and teaching, we have some significant challenges. We have not been able to grow our faculty, and in fact are looking at the needs for our students today in terms of that decrease in enrollment. We want to support our faculty who are working incredibly hard and bringing in research and grant dollars to support the institution in these difficult financial times. So we're looking at strategies on how we can do that. And initially, specifically, we hope that through some natural attrition, we'll be able to take a look at what opportunities exist and be intentional in working with departments across the institution to utilize some salary savings to meet some unmet needs today. And so what that might mean is, do we use adjunct faculty instead of replacing a full-time tenure-track faculty position? Do we make some short-term decisions that could help us to support the remaining faculty on our campus and our needs in the academic arena? And that includes classrooms, teaching, supporting the research and the initiatives of our faculty, and also acknowledging who are the folks doing a great job and really promoting teaching and learning on our campus. So to do that, what we would look at is, as we see natural attrition take place and positions open up, if there are some salary savings available, we would take those savings and put those into a pool to identify top performing faculty that we may be able to then give a one-time non-base building bonus to, since they haven't had a pay increase in a number of years. So this would be a one-time opportunity and something that we could look at on an annual basis, but we do feel like it's very important to acknowledge those faculty who bring excellence to our programs across the institution and who are really making a difference in the lives of students. We feel like this is a small way that we can show our commitment to our faculty and the morale of the faculty, which is so incredibly important here at Middle State College. So that is an exciting initiative, although it may create some challenges to not fill positions immediately. We do recognize those challenges as they exist, and as they exist across the rest of the institution, where we have seen staffing deficiencies over a number of years. We feel like we need to be thoughtful and intentional with all positions and all hiring across the institution. So we will make those very thoughtful decisions as positions open up. Additionally, we want to give faculty the opportunity to develop new initiatives and corporate partnerships, grant funding opportunities. So we really want our faculty to be focusing on helping us bringing revenue or resources into the institution. We see some significant research opportunities and economic development strategies where the university may be able to partner with local or national or international business to bring some additional supports into the institution. And what we would like to do is reward those faculty who are successful at doing so. So any new partnerships that develop where funds become available, we'll be accepting budget requests from those faculty for what they will need in terms of labs, classrooms, supplies, materials, and personnel even, to really realize the best outcomes of those partnerships. So as faculty are bringing money into the institution, they will actually have the opportunity to determine how those funds are used. So I feel like that's a very exciting initiative, and it's certainly we have to abide by the corporate partnership requirements and state law and some of the financial requirements that we're bound to. But we hope that we can use this strategy to flex some of those dollars back into the classrooms and into our research here at the institution. We also really value the importance of communication at our institution and have developed a specific communication plan. And again, I think you'll hear pieces of this from other presentations today, but specifically we intend to utilize a campus-wide and a community-based communication plan as well. We want to reach out to the larger community here and make sure that we're doing a good job as partners in the community to share initiatives, challenges, and impacts.